How are you, everybody, today? How you doing? Yeah, I am here again once again today. Before I go into any topic, I would love to appreciate my viewers who have subscribed to my channel, who always like them. Those of you who are now part of this big family, I want to say big thank you to all of you. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it all. Thanks a lot. I don't have much to discuss today, but I want to discuss a very few things with you, which I call how does the dating works back in Africa and in Western world. Because we both Africa and Western world, we operate in a different way. Our culture is quite different. uh, so how does the dating works in Africa? I will be comparing that to the one here in Western world, the way we go about it there and the way they go about it here in abroad, being United Kingdom, America, Canada, Australia, all over Europe. Because those countries, the way of going about dating is very similar. Their way of dating is quite similar. Yeah, different from Africa. Now in Africa, we there is something I will call uh, face-to-face dating. Yeah, I will try to explain that. When I say face-to-face dating, it means when a man is going find a lady that he likes, going on the street or in the club or in the church, anywhere, as long as he come across such lady. And an African man has been wired to able manage to approach a lady by starting saying, "Oh, how are you? How you doing? You're so beautiful. May I know your name?" You know, when it comes to carry out such activities, it is not an easy task. You must be a man enough, as you all will agree with me that back in Africa, our women are our women are nice, but when it comes to such a attack on the street, they don't take it lightly. So you must be very bold as a man to able to get the attention of such lady. You see, so an African man will stop you, ladies, try to get her attention. Some of them will say, "Oh, how are you? You looking beautiful. I love your attire." This thing. From there, blah blah blah. One thing led to another. He managed to get her attention to himself and establish that conversation. So it is not an easy task, or to go to, or maybe when you go to club, okay, it is easy. Sometimes it is a little bit easier when you go to club. You manage to be dancing with a lady. That is if she give you an attention, because giving you that attention is the biggest part of it now. Because our women, they are beautiful and they want to show themselves in a little way. It's, "Oh baby, how you doing? I like what you are wearing. I like the way you are dancing." Some of them know your intention. They know where you are coming from. So they will try to not giving you that attention easily. But because they want to really prove if you are a man enough. Now, when you are tough, when you are a man enough, you manage to, sometimes she shun you and you still move on. You manage to establish that you date. You manage to, exchange number from there. You go and you go and you go. Uh, Let me tell you this an example of back in Africa. I and my friend, we were going somewhere, and it was a very funny one anyway. Yeah, we were going out together, and there was a white lady. I think she came to the country just for adventure, and a friend of mine just walked into this white lady, and he said, "Oh, ladies, how you doing? You look like my mom." What? You see, I don't think it is. Things like that. Things like that was so. Things like that was strange to the lady, to the white lady. A black, because my friend has really gone extremely by saying, "You look like my mom." Then the white lady look at him, black, black in skin, and say, "What?" The woman was looking. They say, "I look like your mom." My friend say, "Yes, because you are beautiful." Say, "That is why I look like your mom. Is your mommy white or black?" Then the conversation ended there. My friend disappeared. And because I was standing as well, the woman look at me. Eh, I kind of I move aside because I don't want to involve in that. So that is how far we African men can go when we like to get an attention of a lady just to propose to them. Yeah. Now, but when it comes to Western world, mostly from those countries that I mentioned, and I want to say this for the benefit of every Africans who we one way or the other, you know, in the future travel down to Western world to visit or to live. For them to know that the way of we going about our dating in Africa is different. So should they, if they ever see a lady going on the street, they should, yeah, if they want to, have a conversation with such lady, they should do it in a, they should study their own, they should study the culture of the country they are. They should not just go blindly to, to carry out the way they carry it out in Africa. Because what we call boldness in Africa when it comes to approach a lady might be going against their law. Yeah, in as much you try to appreciate a lady, trying to get her attention, to talk to her, just to propose, just to make your intention to know to her, they may times is some time to be, you are invading their privacy. She might be accusing you, you are harassing me on the street, or why are you following me? Yeah, following a lady in Africa, we don't see it as a big deal. As a matter of fact, back in Africa, when you're going on the street or you sit down in the club and a man boldly walk into you and say, "Oh, how are you doing? You fine, you beautiful, and come here." She may not give you a number, but she will gladly appreciate you. "Oh, thank you so much. You know why I'm here with somebody," or because it is to their own glory that a man could see them and appreciate them. Because I mean, our parents always asking our guests then when they are growing up that, "Hey, you have you been seeing men walking up to you, or you have never seen any man who show interest in you?" Understand me now? So, for a man to walk into a lady in Africa, it is part of the culture. The lady knows that. But back here in Western world, you can't carry it out the way you carry it out in Western world. There is so many conditions based on the law of respect one another. Do not bash to somebody. Do not harass somebody. To us, we don't see certain harassment. But to them, if you fortunate to meet a lady that is very tough, God save you, bro. Understand me? So it is my advice that when you come to the Western world, do not do it in a rough way a little bit. How do dating works in Western world? If you're an African and you come here, the best way for you to have a lady to date most of the time is you to go to dating site. Yeah. You see now, we Africa, we go out there, we see a lady that we like, we jump onto them. Most of the time you are being turned down. Some of them will trash you, some of them will say, oh, stop that. I'm not for that. I am married, I'm dating. Oh, so most of the time, sometimes, but they know we men as well, we are equal to the task because that is we are wired in such a way. So we go for it. We don't see it as a big deal. Here, most of the time, 80% of them date via online. So you come into this country, you don't bring your wife here, you might suffer for it a little bit before you get somebody because it is not easy. Don't just calling ladies any name. Oh, you are beautiful. Can I talk to you? Can I have your number? They don't have time for that. You don't even ask for their number. Before they give you their number, they might have known you very well. So they date via online here. And that might be very difficult for an African man who just believe that, let me see this lady and let's just finish the deal there right away. Understand me? How are you? What's your name? This is me. My name is also person. And you okay? Okay. Can we exchange number from there? Text message you from their own private. Here, no. So dating here for an African person may be a little bit difficult. You have to go to dating site, and most of those dating sites you need to pay. And now, when you now pay, if at all, or there's some dating sites which are for free. When you get to dating site, you share some ladies. Now, be expecting them to interview you as if you want to do an interview. They will interview you. Who are you? Where are you coming from? What do you want? What are your intentions? Questions. Some of you are not prepared for that. So be prepared for that. That is how it works here. But in some cases, maybe you working, you are at work and you're working with some ladies, you guys know each other. So I haven't said that people here dating via dating sites. Sometimes you are so lucky to come across a lady, maybe one thing led to another, maybe in the grocery shop. You click on each other, you're talking, you from there, she number, and from there you started talking. Or at your working place, you know, she's your co-worker, you exchange number. But you see, sometimes the lady you do really like might not be working your domain, might not be living opposite your house. Understand me? And when you go to shopping mall, it is very difficult for you to want to, you know, bring out, some attitude. You see a lady going, of course, they're always beautiful, dressed very smart, and you want to say, oh, how are you? How are you doing? Can I have your attention, please? Can I talk to you? Don't do that here. When the situation will present present itself, it will come in a very easy way. Maybe luckily you sit down, maybe you see a lady that you say, oh hi, and she's responding. Most of the time these people, they are always on their phone. If you meet them online, that is a different case. And when you meet online and you discuss to at length, now you now agree to meet. It doesn't She will not come to your house. They don't easily come to your house. Yes, they don't easily come to your house. Understand me? Because they don't know you. Now, when you now go to meet them in a restaurant, Africa will love doing things sharp, sharp. It doesn't go sharp sharp here. 80%, 90% of them doesn't go sharp sharp. Not unless you are dating your okay. Africans can meet an African ladies here who have not really deep in the Western culture. Oh, okay, you know what? Let's meet this and this and maybe. But when it comes to Western citizen, I will not be mentioning any country now. Understand what I'm saying? You meet first in the restaurant. That processing, you meet in the restaurant. You order for things. You are a man. You deal with that. Yeah. Then question upon question will be coming. And you see, these people, they have served so much. When you sit before them, they are studying you. Within first 5 minutes, she might have, no, we didn't accept that. He is my type or is not my type. So you might just have everything rosy on that table, buying, drink, and this thing. The next thing from there, you might even test her. She's not replying anymore. And when you push your message too much, there's something called like harassment back in Africa. Like, oh, why are you not responding to my messages? I'll be testing you. So here, when you push message too much, if it's if she's nice enough, she will just quietly block you. If she's tough, she will tell you, stop testing me. You are bothering me. When you push too much, say to me, you are invading to my privacy. The next one, God save you. She might, you know, report you to a cops, and you don't want to do things like that. You don't want cops to call you and say somebody say you are back to her privacy, you are disturbing her, stop testing her. So things like that. Uh, another things again I cherish about dating in Africa is the fact that somebody, a friend of mine, could you know connect me with somebody. It's part of how it make easy in Africa. But here in Western world, it is not common. They want to have encounter with that person one on one. So our way of dating is quite different because in Africa do not like online dating too much. Not unless some of us who are believing inside the system, you will try to adopt that. But normally, the way we are wired is to do it on the meeting people in the church, talking to people in the church, talking to people when we go to club, any party that call, ways of like that. So when you African man come to abroad, and the same thing apply to women as well. The same thing apply to women. When African women get to Western world as well, since there is no man that will be chasing you, you know, really want to show their interest on you on the street, you might as well register yourself online. But the difference as well, another difference between us as well is in Africa, it is very, very difficult. You come across things like that rarely on a rare occasion to find an African woman show interest on a man. Yeah, for an African woman to, no matter how she really likes a man, she might die with that feeling. Yeah. I'm talking about most of them. Some of them these days, few among them, but majority of them will never, you know, approach a man. It is not in our culture. They get used to men walk to them and propose to them, which I love. In the Western world, uh, yeah, it is not common for a woman as well to really come to propose to you or make their intention to know. But at least we find some of them who is so bold enough, who will show it, and it will be very glaring. You will know that this is a person have interest in me. As a man, you can hijack it. That's what I mean. So most some of them can even tell you, "Oh, I like you." So it might be rare, but at least they are that advanced when it comes to dating. So some of them do not see it as a big deal. If they find a man they like, they can show an interest. They do not say anything, they do not say big deal. So you will still find some of their leading in the Western world show interest in a man by themselves. So that alone, it makes it different from the way we operate when it comes to dating in Africa and in the Western world. So my people, my brother, my sister back in Africa, be prepared when you want to travel to any one of this country. If you have a wife, bring your wife. If you don't have your own wife, just know that luckily and you are ready to settle, you may quickly find somebody that you will able to match up with and click together and then settle down together. But if not, just prepare yourself to know that you will be sometime in the journey that you will give it to dating sites. Yeah, you give to dating sites. And from dating sites, like I said, so many criteria they want to see before they some of them will even ask you, what are you doing? Which is a normal question. How much do you make in a year? Such question to an African man is not something that we do really buy. When a woman started asking, what do you do? How much do you make in a year? How much is instantly it come to an African men that, oh, are you after money or things like that? But here, that's not the case. She just want to know who she's about to go out with. So when she's asking you anything that has to do with your job, with your money, it is not necessary that, oh, she's a gold digger. No. And those are the things that we Africans as well, we have failed in that part. We don't want to go deeper. Oh, she might think that I'm a gold digger. She might think this about me. She might think. Then they will ask their question. Do you work? How many work do you work in a day? Your education background, this and this. She might date you whether you are not even educated, whether you are a mechanic, whether you are she just want to know that are you doing something with yourself. Then she's also open for the same question. Understand me? Like we African men, when we find a lady, we sometimes we care less if she's working or not. We do not really want to go. Understand me? Because we believe that we are men, and no, otherwise it should not be like that. We should able to to talk together, to ask each other a question. So here in Western world, you will answer a lot of questions if you go online, or even though when you meet somebody face to face and that give you an attention, she will still ask you that question. Be prepared for that. And so from both sides, that's the difference. And I believe that you, my viewers, you have gained one or two things from that. Like I said to you, I will be speaking, from my own mind to you, what I've seen, what I've experienced by myself. So that's how I see it. That's how I've seen it working. I'm an African. Now I live in a Western world. So I'm able now to know how it was from both sides. So, and that is what I've just said. And for those of you who's watching this video for the first time, please do not forget to smash that like button and to press the subscribe button. Press the bell button as well, so anytime I drop a video like this, you will be automatically be alert. Thank you for listening to this. Thank you. Bye for now.